I'm here in Brandon's bike shop, the volunteer workspace here at Working Bikes, and I'm going to show you how we check over one of the bikes that's been worked on by one of our volunteer mechanics before it gets our sticker of approval and goes out to its new owner through our Cycle of Power donation program. So the first step is to put the bike up in the stand, which I've already done here, and next we're going to check out the brakes. So what we're looking for here is the brakes to quickly and firmly stop the back wheel and not have to pull the brake lever back too far. I'll check the front wheel, and it feels about the same. And the lever pull on both sides is about equal, which is great because that feels best when you're riding. Next, we're going to check out the shifting here. So the back shifts nice and smooth through all the gears, and I can tell that the limits have been set well, so the chain isn't going to go too far into the spokes or come too far out when we're shifting into the higher gears. I'll check the front as well. Again, it shifts smoothly through both of the chain rings and the limits work well, so we're not going to risk losing the chain falling off the front chain ring. Next, I'm going to check out the hubs and the bottom bracket. So on the hubs, we want to make sure that the hubs aren't too tight, so the wheel spins well, doesn't stop too quickly, and doesn't feel grindy or anything like that. And we also want to make sure that it's not too loose. So I'm going to grab onto the side of the fork here and kind of try and rock that wheel back and forth. If I don't feel any play in there, I know that the hub isn't too loose, so this one's good to go. We'll check the back one as well. And that one feels great also. Next is the bottom bracket. So this kind of works on the same idea. We want the pedals to spin well, and we want the cranks to go around nice and smooth. We don't hear any grinding or feel any clicking or anything like that. And we'll grab the crank here and try to pull it back and forth. We don't get any lateral movement there. There's no play. So this bottom bracket feels nice and well adjusted. So the next thing I'm going to do is take the bike down to check out a few things up near the handlebars. All right, so the first thing I want to check is the headset. So I'm going to grab onto the front brake and try to rock the bike back and forth. If you don't feel any wobble or any play there, then that means it's not too loose, and as long as you can nice and smoothly swing the handlebars around and you don't feel any clicking or grinding, then you know it's not too tight. We're also going to check the stem here. So we want our stem bolt to be nice and tight. So when I grab the front wheel between my knees and try to spin the handlebars, they don't go anywhere. That's a good sign. That means that's nice and tight and you won't have to worry about those handlebars moving at all. Next up is our seat. So I'm gonna give it a few good smacks down and side to side. I can see a little bit of grease there on the seat post, which means it's been nice and greased, and this feels like it's nice and sturdy. Lastly, want to check the tire pressure. So we want to make sure that the tires are nice and pumped up. If the bike sits around in the warehouse for a little bit before it goes out to its new home, we will be sure to pump up the tires before it gets given out, just to make sure we don't have a slow leak or anything like that. Once all of that stuff is checked out, now we can give the white sticker of approval. That allows us to know, all of the staff and mechanics here, that this bike's been worked on by a volunteer mechanic, it's been checked over by a staff person, and then it's going to get donated out to someone. If they ever have any trouble or need any parts replaced or anything serviced, they can come back to our service department and the mechanics will get them all fixed up, knowing that they got the bike donated from us.